we've heard some nice words this evening, but I want to tell you something. Wake up! Everybody here, wake up! You, your friends, your neighbors, you've got to recognize the real threat against all Jews in the world, and in fact against all rational people. Anti-Semitism and anti-civility are everywhere. And unlike those Jews of the 1920s and 1930s, we know what can happen. And we've got to wake up other people about this. Now, maybe you don't want to own a gun, but take lessons. Know what it is. Krav Maga is a great training ground, no matter what your age. You can do something about the problems and be ready for them. Now, it was mentioned that this is the 87th, it's been 87 years since the Kristallnacht in Germany. Now, I don't know if there's any coincidence to this, but this is also the year 5786 in Jewish calendar. 86, 87, I don't know, there's a striking numerical connection. And we have to be aware of a lot of things. I'm not sure if you know, but the US government, a government I very much favor, but it apparently is close to welcoming leaders of Syria into the fight against ISIS, despite the fact that the Syrian military is just swamped with jihadists, and no telling what they will do. Given this clear threat to everyone, I'm particularly pleased that the award named for my family is being presented to a person who recognizes these threats as a serious matter and as a history of acting against them. Ambassador Danon is being honored with the Outstanding Diplomat Award. Ambassador Danon has had an amazing career in life. He's serving as the ambassador from Israel to the UN for the second time. This is 2 tours in a very hostile environment. Somehow that number 2 comes up for him a lot. He's managed to, at the UN, he managed to progress himself both from heading committees to being the vice chair of the General Assembly. An organization where Israel is routinely scorned, he earned that respect to get to Vice President of General Assembly. Now, ZOA first started working with the ambassador when he was just 28, and he was elected chair of the World Batar movement that was founded by Zev Jabotinsky in Latvia in 1923. The ambassador was president of Batar, which, like ZOA, was not afraid to tell the truth about complacency and the way things had to always be done and should be done. I draw inspiration from the way the ambassador led Batar with fierce independence. Now, Ambassador Danon served as an officer in the IDF. He authorized 2 books, and he served twice in the Knesset. He is a graduate of both Florida International University and Hebrew University. He was Minister of Science, Technology, and Space, as well as Deputy Minister of Defense for the State of Israel, 2 more positions. Since the atrocious attacks on Israel 2 years ago, he's become a fixture on American news programs, setting the record straight on the situation in Gaza, Lebanon, Syria, and Iran. He recently returned to the UN as Israel's ambassador. Like ZOA, Ambassador Danon opposes establishing a Palestinian state, and like ZOA, Ambassador Danon supports extending Israel's sovereignty to Judea and Samaria. What could be more Jewish than Judea? But like ZOA, he has been described as a right-wing thorn in the side of complacent leadership. Even at times Bibi has gone after him. Today, however, he is a loyal representative of the democratically elected government of Israel and the ever hostile to Israel United Nations. We Jews face problems in this country and the world. It is great to have leaders on our team like the ambassador. We need to follow his example to save the Jewish people and ultimately give hope to all the people of the world. I welcome the ambassador.